Something surged through my veins. A warm rush, a high, and then exquisite release. I stretched out my arm and admired my newfound craft. A perfect red letter, L. It seemed only natural to discuss it with her, and just as normal when she responded. "What do you think? Pretty, isn't it? Little poppies. Little hell flames. Do you like it? No, you're a freak. Better do what I say or I'll tell." Footsteps padded above me and stopped at the door. Someone was listening. I shoved my tools in the drawer and switched off the lamp. I sat still and silent, trying not to move or even breathe, willing myself invisible. When I was a little girl and people asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up, I said what everybody else said, a full-time pioneer. That's what we were all supposed to be, obedient brothers and sisters who spent all their time going from house to house, knocking on doors, spreading the Armageddon virus. The people would smile and nod in approval at me, then at my parents, then back at me, their joyous, two bright heads bobbing in a sea of Pharisees. At the meetings, Tuesday nights, Thursday nights, and Sunday mornings, I would sit down, cross my legs, smooth my skirt, and open the latest issue of the Watchtower. We'd all read it together and answer questions about it, sing some songs, and pray. I thought it would be like this until Jehovah took over and killed everybody else off and gave us, the loyal sheep on the right hand of God, eternal life in paradise on earth. If I hadn't finally figured out things were not what they seemed, I might still be there, sitting in the Kingdom Hall, waiting. As a teenager, I developed something like claustrophobia, but it happened mostly when I was alone. Thoughts would rush my brain and keep coming and coming, one after another. Thoughts of Uncle Tyler, of Lenora. And it would overwhelm me, and I couldn't breathe. It was the house, I told myself. The same old creaking house, and I needed to escape. I still lived at home then, with my parents making all the decisions, in the same town where the elders seemed to be perpetually peering over our shoulders. Every day, the walls inched toward each other, closing me in. It began with the house, but then I became claustrophobic within my own skin. Hunger, exhaustion, cold, pain, even pleasure, all of them had abandoned me. I felt nothing. The chrysalis of numbness had grown thick around me. If I spoke, my voice sounded distant. And when I listened to others, at school or at the hall, it was as though I was underwater. If my parents forced me to eat, I picked at the pasta or grilled cheese on my plate, but I tasted nothing. That was just as well. I had also developed a paralyzing fear of throwing up. I would go to great lengths to avoid germs, gagging, and even the vaguest mention of vomit. Sometimes I would dream that I was about to throw up, and I would jolt awake just in time, shivering and panicked. Then I would recede back into numb immobility. I was a prisoner in my own body, trapped no matter where I was or what I was doing. I started to wonder if I even existed anymore. One fall day at school, I sat and alternately stared at the teacher or down at my books while I pinched the insides of my arms. Purple bruises blossomed. By 3 o'clock, I had 4 of them on each arm, evenly spaced apart. I started to feel more alert then, and by the time I got home, I'd come up with a way to get outside of the haze of myself, to escape the thick fog around me, and find her, my sister, and bring her back home.
to keep listening to this audiobook. I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.